Hi, I am 38 weeks and 4 days today. I thought I would do a little bump update. My first and last one, probably. I'm 39 weeks on Thursday, which is in 3 days, and that's when I will give birth because I have a scheduled C-section. So I wanted to do one of these videos before I had my baby. So baby is measuring small. He's been measuring small for the past entire pregnancy. I have type 1 diabetes, and so with diabetes you can either have really small babies or really big babies, and my first baby was a really big one and this one has been really small. So at the last ultrasound we had last week, he was measuring about 5 pounds and 5 ounces. I feel like he'll probably be around 7 because those can be inaccurate, but we won't know until he's out. I have one more doctor's appointment on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and at that appointment we will be doing a non-stress test, which I've done about 8 of those, just to see how the heart rate is doing for baby, and basically they check if there's highs and lows, and so far each one has been good. So if that one looks good, then we'll go ahead and do the C-section on Thursday, and yeah, we're really excited. I feel pretty calm and good about this decision to do a C-section. My first baby was a C-section, an emergency C-section, and this one is a planned C-section, which is a lot nicer because we know what's gonna happen pretty much. Things could change, but I like that my doctor listened to how the first one went, and he kind of wants to skip all the problems we had with the first one, with my first child, and go straight to the C-section for this one. And I hear a lot of diabetics have C-sections and scheduled ones, and so we'll just kind of go with that. I'm not bummed or anything that I can't have a VBAC. I do understand the complications that can happen with baby and low blood sugars and being too big, and so I'm happy about this scheduled C-section. I'm really excited to know when it's gonna happen. I can just walk in and not go into labor, and I can just feel ready. So that'll be fun. So I guess all my other kids that I have will also be C-sections, which I'm perfectly fine with. I don't mind at all. Recovery isn't too bad as I remember last time. I'll let you know how this one goes. Pretty much I feel all the feelings. Like, I'm a little bit stressed, a little bit nervous just to be going through this surgery again. But I'm mostly excited. I'm excited to get this baby out of me because I've been very stressed with keeping my blood sugars under control and making sure I'm not too high after meals or too high when I wake up. And so just having him out of me, I feel like I'll just be able to handle my own sugars, and then him handle his own sugars, and that's probably what I'm most excited about, and to see him and meet him and see his face and see who he looks like. I feel like he'll look like Milo a lot, just based on the ultrasounds, but you can't really tell with those. I was kind of worried a lot about having 2 kids, but over time it seems doable. I mean, a lot of people have done it, and I'm sure it's just a transition once I finally have 2 kids and get in a routine. I think it'll be fun and it'll be okay. We have Kent's parents coming here on Wednesday, and they'll be here with Milo and our dog while I'm in the hospital with Kent, and he was able to get work off for a week. And so it'll just be a really neat time to spend that time at the hospital with Kent and new baby, and just know that Milo's being taken care of. It's a really nice feeling. So with diabetes and the pregnancy, some things that are different but from type 1 diabetes and pregnancy and gestational diabetes and pregnancy is the whole pregnancy I've had to watch my blood sugars and take care of myself, take care of the baby inside of me, instead of at 26 weeks and on. But it's kind of funny because that's what I'm doing even if I didn't have a baby. So I would be checking my blood sugar and monitoring carbs and doing all the things that I'm doing now, but there's just a little more pressure because you have a baby inside of you, and it's really important to stay within the numbers they give you so that the baby doesn't grow too big, the baby gets the right nutrients, things like that. So it is similar to gestational diabetes, but it's also very different. I'm on insulin, which is really nice, and actually the placenta that you grow with the baby becomes produces a hormone that releases insulin resistance. And so over the pregnancy, like since 16 or 18 weeks, it's basically you're doing the same things you've been doing since you've had type 1, and then at 16 or 18 weeks it just shoots up, and it just keeps going up all the way until 36 weeks. So I've been having to take triple, quadruple the amount of insulin that I usually need to eat something because of this hormone that the placenta is releasing. And so I guess once the baby comes out, once the placenta's out, this hormone goes away, obviously, and I go right back to where I was before I was pregnant. So that's been tricky too, because it really, my insulin to carb ratio has changed so much. Every day it seems like it's different, and things affect the amount of insulin you need to take, like stress or exercise, and just dealing with that in and of itself is a lot of stress. So I've noticed a lot of changes with my insulin, but overall it's been okay, and my numbers have been pretty good. My doctor's been pretty proud of me for keeping my A1C at 5.5 and 5.6 during the pregnancy. Before I was pregnant, it was at 14%, and then 7.7. That's when I got pregnant. And then throughout the pregnancy, it's been 5.5 and 5.6. So my numbers have been under control for the most part. I'm just really excited to meet him and get him out and move on with this. It seems like I've been pregnant for years, but I haven't. It's gone by quick, but also slow. I'll go ahead and show you a bump shot. Here's my bump. He seems pretty big, but we'll see. I'm trying really hard to keep this on until I give birth, and then I'll take it off the day before, but I have a few stretch marks from last time that are here. And then my beautiful, this is where I give myself shots for insulin. But I'll be taking, this monitors my blood sugar. I'll be taking it off the morning of. Well, thanks for watching. That was fun to kind of give an overview of my pregnancy. And the next video I post will probably be with a baby.